Hi, everyone. Welcome to today's live webinar, Financial Foundation 101. I'm Sophie White, your host, and I'm thrilled to have you here today as we dive into some of the most important foundation topics in personal finances. Before we get started, let me know in the comments where you're tuning in from, and feel free to grab a pen and a notebook for some practical tips you can get started using right away. Whether you're a teacher shaping young minds, a mom balancing countless responsibilities, a student, or someone passionate about fitness, longevity, this session is designed for you. Let's dive into how financial health can enhance every area of your life. I'm so excited to guide you through this session. Let's start with a quick question. Did you know that nearly 70% of people don't have a budget? And most Americans wouldn't be able to cover a $400 emergency without borrowing money. If that sounds familiar, don't worry, you're in the right place. Today, we're here to change that story for you. Whether you're trying to get your finances back on track, planning for your future, or just want to feel more in control of your money, this session will give you simple, actionable steps to start building a solid foundation. Here's what we'll be covering today: how to create a budget that actually works for you, tips for building an emergency fund and reaching your goals, and breaking down concepts like credit scores, interest rates, and net worth in a way that makes sense for you. Then we'll have a chance to ask anything and get personal advice. Let me know in the chat what's the one thing you'd like to improve about your finances, budgeting, savings, and more, or maybe just understanding where your money's going. Drop your answers below. I'd love to hear. Why does financial health matter? Did you know that financial stress is the number one cause of anxiety in a household? It can keep you awake at night, strain your relationship, and even affect your health. But here's the good news: when you take control of your finances, you're not just managing money, you're creating freedom and peace of mind. Financial health isn't just about dollars and cents. It's about living a life that aligns with what truly matters to you, whether that's providing for your family, investing in your self care, or staying active and fit. Financial stability gives you the foundation to pursue those priorities without constant worry. Imagine the relief of knowing you're prepared for unexpected expenses, saving for your dreams, and building a legacy for your loved ones. Financial health empowers you to focus on what matters most, and that's why it's worth the effort. Let's start with the foundation: budgeting, saving, and investing. Before we dive into the details, let's talk about the foundation of financial health: budgeting, saving, and investing. These three pillars are essential to building a strong financial future, no matter where you're starting from. Budgeting is all about giving every dollar a purpose. It's how you take control of your income and make sure your money works for you, not the other way around. Saving is your financial safety net. Whether it's an emergency fund or saving for a big goal, having money set aside provides peace of mind. And then there's investing, the key to building long term wealth. It's where your money starts working for you, helping you grow your resources over time. Each of these play a unique role in securing financial freedom, and we'll explore them step by step today. Think of this as the foundation for everything else you'll achieve financially. Let's talk about budget. Let's dive into budgeting, which is the foundation of financial success. A budget isn't about restricting your spending, it's about taking control of your money. When you have a clear plan, you know exactly where your money is going, and that gives you the power to make informed decisions. Step one: track your income and your expenses. Start by tracking every dollar that comes in and goes out. This means listing all the sources of income, like your paycheck, any side gigs or investments, and categorizing your expenses. This could be rent, groceries, transportation, and even those daily coffees. Step two: Separate needs from wants. This is a crucial step. Needs are your essentials, that non negotiable expense, like housing, utilities, and food. Wants are things like making life enjoyable but aren't essential, like dining out, streaming services, and that new gadget you've been eyeing. Separate these, help you prioritize your spending and stay on track. Step three, use the 50-30-20 rule. A simple and effective framework to guide your budgeting is the 50-30-20 rule. 50% of your income goes to your needs, things like your rent, your groceries, and transportation. 30% of is for your wants, entertainment, dining out, and those vacations you've been saving for. And 20% is for savings or debt repayment. This is where you prepare for your future and pay down any outstanding debt. Examples to break it down. Let's say you earn $3,000 a month. $1,500 would cover your needs, and 900 is for your wants. 600 goes into your savings or your debt repayment. This approach gives you a clear picture of where your money is going and ensures you're balancing your present and your future needs. If you've tried budgeting before, don't worry. It's a process and it's okay to adjust as you go. Start small by tracking just 1 week of expenses. I'll be sharing a free budgeting template at the end of the session to make it even easier for you to get started. Let's talk about savings, your financial safety net, your rainy day fund, your oops, life happened backup plan. As a teacher, student, mom, or coach, you already juggle 100 responsibilities, so why not let your savings work as your assistant? It won't grade papers, calm a toddler, or organize your schedule, but it'll have your back when life throws curveballs. First things first, the emergency fund. This isn't your treat yourself fund. It's your, oh no, my car made a noise I've never heard before fund. Experts recommend saving 3 to 6 months of expenses. I know that number sounds huge, like asking a toddler to sit still, but don't panic. Start small. Even $20 a week adds up. Consistently is key, not perfection. Once your emergency fund is on track, it's time to think bigger. Maybe you've been dreaming of a stress free vacation, one where no one says, Mom, I'm bored, saving for a shiny retirement, or funding those little extras that make life fun. Every goal deserves its own bucket. And trust me, it feels amazing to have a plan for both emergencies and rewards. Now, here's the secret sauce: automate your savings. Set up automatic transfers to high yield savings account so the money moves before you even notice. It's like setting up an invisible money ninja that works behind the scenes. No need to stress about whether you remember to save, it's already done. And here's the golden rule: pay yourself first. Before you pay the bills, the grocery store, or the app that your kid convinced you they absolutely needed for school, make sure some of the hard earned money goes straight to you. Think of savings as a future. You giving present you a high five for being so responsible. The future you will be sipping on a margarita, thanking you for the foresight. Let's talk about growing money. Did you know that Albert Einstein once called compound interest the eighth wonder of the world? He said, he who understands it earns it, and he who doesn't pays it. And trust me, you want to be on the earning side of this equation. Compound interest is like planting a tree. You start with a single seed, and over time, it grows into a massive tree that produces more seeds. Those seeds grow into more trees, and the cycle keeps going. This is how your money can give exponentially if you start early. The magic happens because you're earning interest on both your original investment and the interest it's already earned. The earlier you start investing, the more time your money has to grow, and the bigger the impact. Index Universal Life. Now, let's talk about one of the smartest ways to take advantage of compound interest is the Index Universal Life Insurance. IULs are like a Swiss Army knife for your finances. They combine life insurance with a savings component, allowing your money to grow tax deferred while protecting you from your market losses. Here's the best part: with an IUL, you get the upside of the market without the downside. Imagine the market goes up 10%, your account goes up. But if the market drops, your account stays protected because of the 0% floor. Plus, the cash value you build in an IUL can be used for things like retirement, college funding, or even emergencies, all tax free. It's a tool that provides growth, flexibility, and most importantly, peace of mind. Next up, annuities. Think of annuities as your financial safety net for retirement. They provide steady, predictable income that you can't outlive, essentially turning your savings account into a reliable paycheck during your golden years. With options like fixed annuities, you can also take advantage of tax deferred growth and market protection similar to an IUL. The difference in that annuities are specifically designed to give you guaranteed income later in life, which is perfect for creating financial stability. The biggest advantage of both IULs and annuities is time. The earlier you start, the more time you give compound interest to do its magic. Even small, consistent contributions can grow into a significant financial cushion over time. Think about it this way: if you start investing $200 a month in your 20s, you'll end up with far more money than someone who invests $400 a month starting in their 40s, like me. Time truly is your greatest ally. So, whether it's through an IUL, an annuity, or both, the key is to start now. Your future self will thank you when you're financially secure, enjoying retirement, and not worrying about outliving your money. Before we wrap up, let's take a moment to cover some essential financial terms everyone should know. These are the building blocks of understanding your money and make confident, informed decisions. First up, your net worth. This is the difference between what you owe and what you own. Add up your assets like cash, investments, and property, and subtract your liabilities such as loans or credit card debt. A positive net worth shows you're building wealth, while a negative net worth means it's time to reevaluate and adjust your financial strategies. Next, your credit score. This is essential. Your financial report card. It plays a huge role in whether you're going to get approved for loans, secure good interest rates, or even rent an apartment. A higher credit score unlocks better financial opportunities. Remember, pay your bills on time, keep your utilization low, and don't open unnecessary credit accounts. Then we have good versus bad debt. Good debt is borrowing to invest into something that grows in value, like a mortgage or an education. Bad debt is borrowing on things that don't appreciate, like high interest credit cards or unnecessary luxury items. The goal is to maximize bad debt and use good debt wisely to grow your wealth. Let's talk about interest rates. These can either work for you or against you. When you're borrowing, like on a loan or credit card, high interest rates can cost a significant over time. But when you're saving or investing, interest rates can help you grow your money through compound interest. The key is to be mindful of interest rates and make them work in your favor whenever possible. Finally, let's touch on something not everyone thinks about: the MIB Medical Information Bureau report. This report is used by insurance companies to share and access medical information about applicants. Why does this matter for you? If you're applying for life insurance or other financial products, the MIB report helps insurers assess your risk. It's important to know what's in your report because errors or outdated information can affect your coverage or rates. You can request a free copy of an MIB report annually to ensure the information is accurate, just like you check your credit report. Being proactive here can save you money and ensure you're properly protected. Financial terms don't have to be confusing or intimidating. Whether it's understanding net worth, building a strong credit score, managing debt wisely, or knowing how interest rate and the MIB report impacts you, the more you know, the more empowered you feel. Remember, every small step, whether it's reviewing your financial picture, correcting an error, in your MIB report or tackling a savings goal brings you closer to financial freedom. Knowledge is power, and you got this. Before we wrap it up, I'm so excited to share something that's been a labor of love for me, my book, The Young Mom's Blueprint to Generational Wealth. And here's the exciting part, it's launching on February 11th alongside a powerful podcast episode with an incredible April Mahoney on her show, The Edge, a good person's production. This book isn't something you just read, it's something you experience. It's filled with not only practical strategies for breaking financial cycles and building generational wealth, but also questions and journaling prompts to help you reflect, take action, and apply what you're learning as you go. It's designed for young moms who are ready to get honest about their finances and take back control. Learn simple steps to save, invest, and create wealth. Dream bigger and put those dreams into action, one step at a time. This book is your coach, your motivator, and your journal all in one. As you read, you'll be guided through actionable exercises, journal prompts, and stories of many, many families and women who have experienced the upside of these tips. And it'll help you dig deep, reflect, and actually start building your blueprint for financial freedom. Think of it as your personal roadmap to transforming your financial life on your own terms at your own pace. To celebrate the launch, I'll be diving into these concepts and so much more during my podcast episode with April Mahoney on The Edge, a good person's production on February 11th. We'll talk about inspirational behind the book, the power of journaling as a tool for self discovery, and how every mom can take steps today to start a brighter future for her family. So mark your calendars for February 11th. Grab your copy of The Young Mom's Blueprint to Generational Wealth and tune in to the podcast. Together, we'll take this journey one journal entry and one step at a time. Let's rewrite your financial story starting now.